I wonder if we might be live. I think we should be. I hope we are. But so far... Oh yes, now I can see that we are indeed live. Welcome to Musashi Koganei Station, where I ended my walk 2 days ago with Lemmy. Sadly, she's not here with me today, but I will regardless continue my long walk along the Chuo line. So I just spent over an hour on the train just to get here, which feels kind of ridiculous. But never mind that. Let's continue the walk. So hopefully today, my goal is to make it to Tachikawa, which is 9 kilometers away from here. And I think if I make it there, I might also take you on a tour through one of the most beautiful parks in Tokyo. So we'll see. First things first. First, let's walk to Tachikawa. Then after 9 kilometers, we'll see how I feel and how my motivational levels are. And we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, it's good to be out again. As you can see, it's a beautiful, clear blue sky. Only a few clouds over there. It is currently, let's see, it's currently 16 degrees here. It will go up to 20 a little bit later. And yeah, it's good walking weather, a little bit windy maybe. I'm not sure if you can hear the wind, but I can at least feel it. And yes, M. Miller, good guess. You know your Tachikawa well, I can see. So let's see if we can make it there. That would be nice. Let's hope that the signal will be kind to us. Last stream was a little bit problematic. The stream dropped a couple of times, which made it unavailable on YouTube for like 12 hours. Or, well, the last 3 minutes were visible. And every time that happens, yeah, you always get lots of comments like, oh, the stream is only 3 minutes. Is that supposed to be the case? Even though I pinned a comment, and I even, during those last 3 minutes, I even told people that, yeah, if you can only see a few minutes, check back later. But I guess no matter how much information you give, people will always not notice it or understand it. So anyway, the best thing is if the stream doesn't have those problems and the whole stream will be visible at the start. So fingers crossed for the 4G and 5G gods to be kind to us tonight. And also fingers crossed for a quick recovery for Mr. Miyazaki, who I hear is not very well right now. Sorry to hear that. I'm very worried about you. Really hope you will be Genki again soon. And hello Lemmy, good to see you in the chat. It would have been even nicer if you were here walking with me, but I guess having you in the chat is the second best thing. And here's a so sad playground, but it's kind of cute. It looks fun. And in the sunlight it's nice, but it could do with some more greens, I guess. Thank you, Lemmy. Yeah, it was very nice to have your company. It was. Let's do it again soon. Let's do it again soon. Good morning. 110 viewers after 5 minutes. Not bad. Let's see if we can get 10 times as many, because then I will show you my face. The challenge is still ongoing. 1,000 viewers at the same time, and I will do a face reveal. We need 900 more. So I think this stream will be quite long, like at least 2 hours, probably closer to 3. So there's plenty of time to call your friends and relatives and pets and tell everybody to join the stream. Then who knows, you might get that face reveal. before the end of the day. Wouldn't that be nice? So Koganei is a neighborhood which is largely unfamiliar to me. These streets look very inviting actually. I wish I could just wander freely and explore, but with these series, especially this one where I'm walking all the way to Takao, I really need to focus on on what I'm supposed to do, because otherwise I'll never reach the goal. Do you like coffee or beer more? I can't pick one, I need both. Right now I really feel that a coffee would do me very well. But at the right situations, a beer is what I need for maximized happiness. So yeah. Yeah, you try. I haven't actually gone back and checked that scene. I guess you did a bit of a face reveal in the last stream of me. I don't know, you say it's accidental, but I don't know. I think it was very intentional. So what I remember from last time I did this Chuo line walk was that this part is a little bit, it was not the most exciting part of the Chuo line, like these areas here. But I think after Tachikawa, then it gets really nice, because then it really feels like you're in some sort of semi countryside, which is very nice. What else is new? Yesterday I did a photo session, another one, which was a lot of fun. A couple from Hong Kong. We took some evening shots in Ginza and around Tokyo Station, and finally in Shinjuku. I haven't had time to look at the photos yet, but I think they turned out pretty good. I have so many bookings coming up in the second half of this month, so that's going to be a lot of fun too. And as I mentioned before, if you are interested in booking a photo session with me, you should join me on Patreon, because that's where you can get the link to my website, and also you can get some pretty nice discounts by being a Patreon supporter. So yeah, should check it out. And of course, even if you don't plan to book a photo session with me, you can join me on Patreon, because then you will also get access to my Patreon only streams, where you get to see my face. Yay! For whatever that's worth. Ohayou gozaimasu, Yamaguchi-san. Ohayou. Let me take a look at the map and see where we can walk to make today's walk as interesting as possible, while at the same time also making sure that we are heading in the right direction. Looks like for a while now I don't have that much choice. I need to follow this road until I get to Chikokubunji. Then maybe we will get a little bit more flexibility. Yes, Camino del Tokyo is Yamaguchi-san. Anyone else notice that huge backpack with the camera on it? I did not. Yeah, a big black thing on his back, but I don't think there was a camera on it. I think it was like some sort of I don't know, some sort of like cushion. It's not common to see people wearing backpacks with cameras on them, to answer your question. No. Have I seen the movie Chungking Express? When I went to Hong Kong about 15 years ago, I was pretty poor and I was looking for cheapest possible accommodation. Still standing, by the way. Wonder what this building is. Looks like it could be a library or something. Looks quite nice. You're approaching Yasukunidori. Am I? Really? Is that street going all the way out here? I did not know that. I doubt it. Okay, Hygge. Sorry to hear that your uni is busy. Hope you can watch the streams in your downtime. Maybe not live, but hopefully you can watch them at some time. Lucy! Yay! Thank you. Sorry I didn't respond to your email yet, but good to hear that you arrived safely back in the US. That's good to hear, and yeah, I can't wait to see you guys in Japan again here next year, hopefully. Very long time for this traffic light to change. Is that Kengo Kuma's library? I don't know what this building is. Can anyone look it up maybe? Let's see, maybe I can look it up. So it says Koganei City Library. That's about as much information that I get about this place. It's a nice building though. Worthy of a snapshot, I guess. Near my house. Oh really? Nantoka Hone Daisuki man. You live around here. Nice area. It's kind of like something in between a city and a countryside. Plenty of small fields and lots of clear sky. Not so many high-rise buildings. I like that. That's as much as I could see. Brad says, if you're thinking about joining Patreon at the wallpaper level, do it. Yes, please do. Please do. So that's one of my Patreon tiers that gives you access to my wallpaper library. A lot of people are waiting here. Wonder what for. Oh, maybe there's some rare Pokemon. Looks like everybody's playing Pokemon. Am I still in Koganei? Yeah, kind of. I'm like between Koganei and Chikokubunji now. Let me see. I've been walking for 15 minutes and let's see. maybe I'm a little bit, yeah, I'm pretty much right between Kokubunji and Koganei, yes. Oshima. Which Oshima? There is lots of Oshima in Japan. Oshima literally means big island, and a lot of islands are called Oshima. But maybe you are talking about Izu Oshima, the one close to Tokyo. Yes, I've been there. Very nice place. Very nice place. Someone did their laundry today. Ah, Nankotsu. I see, Nankotsu. 大好きマン Good name. 僕は軟骨あまり好きじゃないけどいい名前ですね。軟骨 is this, I don't know what it's called in English, but this kind of chewy part of the chicken, which is kind of like something in between bone and meat. That's a very poor explanation, but maybe it makes sense to someone. Anyway, it's a common yakitori menu item here in Japan, but it's not one of my favorite. It's actually one of my least favorite things on the yakitori menus. Cartilage. Yeah, that's right. I don't even know how to pronounce it properly, but that's probably the right name. Yes. Yes. This used to be a futon, or maybe it's still a futon shop. Or not futon, sorry, tatami. Handmade tatami. What's the next train line going to be for you? Yeah, I honestly don't know. Maybe next thing I'll do might be to finish the day in Toshi line. Because it feels kind of bad to have that hanging. And actually it's pretty convenient for me since I live on the day in Toshi line, so access-wise it's not too cumbersome. So I think that might be what I'll do after finishing this Chuo line walk. So let's see, are we able to turn left sometime soon maybe? Maybe down here? Looks like we should be able to walk this way. I think so. 2-minute noodle, thank you for the first super chat of today. Thank you for the first motivational boost for today. Really appreciate that. Running without those little financial aids, I would not be able to do this much and this often. I wonder what this is. It looks like some private land, but also kind of wild. Let me see. Oh, there's a konbini over there. But I guess I should walk for at least half an hour before I treat myself to a little coffee break. Justin, you just asked. Yeah, I do want coffee. I really crave a coffee, but I think I should walk a little bit more first. Because, as I said, I plan to make this a somewhat long stream, so then I should have a bit of endurance before I take a break. And thank you, Jenny. Thank you, always. Jenny is always so kind to me. I wonder I can cross here, even though it's not a crossing. I think I should take aim on that building over there. That high-rise is quite likely next to a major station. Hello, Melissa Brown. Did I move back to Tokyo? Yes, I did. I did. I'm back in Tokyo. 2 Australian dollars super chat. Yes. Gotta love those Australians. Very generous people. Very generous people. I am blessed to have viewers like them. I actually bought some candy. These are so good. Premium jelly candy. This is my new favorite Japanese candy. I'll take a few. I think they have like real strawberry juice in them. It says sparkling though. It doesn't taste like it's sparkling. Love to see another Eastern Tokyo. Yeah, Eastern Tokyo. Definitely an area that I want to explore more of. Does Minnie explore like those candy? I don't know. I don't give her candy. I try to avoid giving her sweets. If I give her like something sweet like that, it would be like raisins maybe, or like dried fruits or regular fruits. What? Now I finished them. Yeah, I didn't give you any. Sorry. Nage-san. So it's a good word. I like when people throw money at me. Ah, thank you, says Ku, for just becoming a member. Wonderful. Very kind of you. Yeah, joining me as a member here on YouTube is one way to support the channel. And I really appreciate it. Absolutely best way if you want to support though is to join me on Patreon. Link is in the video description. Thank you. By joining me here on YouTube, you get this fancy little mark next to your name in the chat. So that's surely gotta be worth, what is it, $2? $3? Don't even remember how much the cheapest membership is. Ah, thank you, Brad Ward, for throwing money at me. Nage-san. Thank you. Let me take a look at the map. Yeah, let's walk down this way. Good. I'm actually pretty typical, peaceful Japanese suburban neighborhood. This is, I don't know, how long does it take from Koganei to Shinjuku? Half an hour? Or something like that? To get into the central parts of the city. So it's still not that far out, but at least here people have a little bit of a garden, and you know, it's not, the buildings are not super tightly packed like you will see in central part Tokyo, although this is pretty packed, but you know, at least here people have a little bit of a land actually attached to their house. That's very difficult to do in central Tokyo unless you have ridiculous amounts of money, of course. Quiet, walkable neighborhoods. Yeah, I think those are great too. I think Tokyo in general is very walkable. That's one of the things that I like about living here. We just passed 200 viewers. Great. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Still a little bit low though. Hope more people will join soon. Nikko or Kawaguchiko for a day trip? Absolutely. Well, they're both kind of borderline too far for a day trip, to be honest. If I go to either Nikko or Kawaguchiko, I would prefer to stay overnight. Who knows, that might happen sometime soon. Me and my wife always enjoy Kawaguchiko, and it's very nice to go there during the autumn season, but maybe it's already a little bit too late. I don't know. Looks like this cell tower has a Rakuten antenna on top, so it should be a good signal here, hopefully. Would be really nice to go to Nikko as well. I think it was almost exactly a year since I went to Nikko last time, when you, my dear followers, told me to go to Nikko, and I did, because I was drunk after doing sake tasting in where was that? The sake tasting was on Kappabashi. That was fun. Nice weather over here, absolutely, yeah. A very nice day today. Blue skies. 17 degrees now. Very comfortable weather for a walk. November in general in Japan is like this. Very comfortable. Very comfortable time of the year. December tends to be quite nice too, but then January and February can be a little bit cold, but still not bad. Have you explored Yokohama much? Not as much as I would like to. No, I would like to go there more. It's a nice city. Every time I go to Yokohama, it always strikes me how different the vibe is there from Tokyo, and the fact that you have this nice harbor area is also, of course, very attractive. But yeah, would love to explore it more. When it's pink short season, I think best case pink shorts might make a return in March maybe. However, I am going to Okinawa in December, and I might pack the pink shorts for that trip too, so we'll see, because I know how much some of you viewers like to see me wear pink shorts, so I'll do what I can to make it happen soon again. Yes, today's goal is Tachikawa. I think that's what I'm hoping to achieve today. I don't think I will walk further than that. So I think we're getting close to, is it Kokubunji over here? It's suddenly becoming more urban as well. Oh, and look, here's a bagel shop that might also have coffee actually. Shall we see? Because now I think, yeah, it's been over half an hour. I think now I deserve a little coffee break. So maybe we can get a coffee here at this bagel shop. I'm not very close to Tachikawa yet. I'm like, it's a very loud plane. I think it's some sort of military plane. There's a military airbase around here. Let's check out this little bagel shop. So bagel menu. Oh, they have a coffee menu too, and face reveal. My face is on the menu. Good. I will get a cappuccino from here. Kind of tempted to try a bagel too. This sounds good. Cheese and asparagus and bacon bagel. That sounds good actually. Yeah, I think I will get one of those to bring with me as a snack. Cheese in アスパラベーコンのベーグル一つ、はい、あとカプチーノ、はい、お持ち帰りで。
お手持ちのお渡しでよろしいですか？
はい、大丈夫です。はい、
かしこまりました。テイクアウトでカプチーノ1点お手持ちです。
追加で払いますか？
追加でよろしい。はい、かしこまりました。いたしました。こちら2点で800円です。追加ご用意いたします。こちらお砂糖はおいですし、なしでかしこまりました。お待たせいたしました。音が鳴るまで長めなタッチお願いいたします。ありがとうございます。先にレシートとお客様扱いのお渡しです。お飲み物ご用意できますが、お会計します。よろしければ手にはかけになってお待ちください。ありがとうございます。
So I'm waiting for my coffee. Just a moment. Very nice little shop. Let's see if we can find a nice little park somewhere nearby where I can actually sit down and enjoy this little coffee and bagel that I just bought. Looks like we should have. Hi, ありがとうございます。So it looks like once we pass the station, there should be a little place where I should be able to sit down. So I will start sipping on my coffee in the meantime. It's a pretty small one, but hopefully it tastes good. Once again, I feel the need for that third arm, so if you can help my third arm fund, that would be greatly appreciated, because it's sometimes very, very difficult to do this with only two hands. Coffee and bagel, yes, with me, Japan. Hey, good to see you here. I remember last time I did this walk, it was also kind of, I was noticing how big the contrast is. Like the areas I just walked through, and then suddenly once you get closer to the station, it's like gets very urban all of a sudden. This is a nice sign. Cafe Blondie and Company. I wonder if it's still... don't think it's in operation. And there's a live studio, whatever that means. What's this? Is it a restaurant or a flower shop or both? I don't know. Looks nice anyway. Nice and welcoming. Very nice entrance. Let's see. Should I? I'm not sure if I should. Oh, this also looks like a nice place actually. It's a coffee shop. Something. I can't read the name, but something Kisaten. Nice. Well, I'm not sure if... wow, I think we should be fine walking this street. The live studio is a portrait studio. I see. Nice, cute shops here in... wait, where am I? Kokubunji. Yeah, Kokubunji. Let me just put my coffee here and take a look at the map again. Yep, I am indeed on the right track. Stupid Apple Watch. No, I have not finished my workout. I've only just gotten started. I walked 2.6 kilometers so far. And from the starting point to Tachikawa, it said it's 9 kilometers. Would the cost of living in a city like this be expensive? I don't think so. I think since we're pretty far away from central Tokyo, I think the rents around here should be quite reasonable. Much cheaper compared to where I live, that's for sure. For everything else, I'm not sure. Food is probably about the same. Yeah, it's a pretty tiny cappuccino, but it tastes good. A little bit too hot though. I'm kibishi. I'm strict. I have high standards when it comes to coffee. But this one is not bad. 3 out of 5. Okay, here's the station. Kokubunji station. With a... I don't know how new this high-rise building is. Looks relatively new. There's a big park nearby ahead. Yeah, there's a really nice garden here on the other side of the station actually, but you have to pay an entrance fee to get in there, and since I'm kind of feeling a little bit of pressure to head towards the goal, it would feel a bit like a waste to do that. But maybe we can sit here. Maybe I can have my coffee break here. It'll be a quick one, I promise. So hopefully not too many of you will leave the stream while I just sit down and have a few bites of my bagel with bacon and asparagus. I like how you combine Japanese and English. Oh, what did I say? I guess here's another military aircraft. I don't know if you can see it. I don't even notice it by myself in many cases. That's just how I talk with my family, which isn't good because it really messes up my my daughter's language ability, I think. But Koganei is what it is. So bagel unboxing, unwrapping maybe. Bagel. Yes. Good stuff. Good stuff. It's filled with cheese, bacon, and asparagus. Let me have a few bites before we continue this adventure. I'm actually getting hot. Like I'm sweating. It's quite warm. Yeah, it's good. It's good. I like this bagel. Good little mini meal. I guess my lunch day will be a bit late since I'll have lunch after the stream, and I'll probably stream for maybe 2 more hours. But yeah, judging from the map, it looks like I made it. I'll show it to you. I don't know if you can see it, but it looks like I made it about a third of the total distance. So I started here at the right edge, and Tachikawa is on the left edge of the screen, and I'm here, the blue dot. So let me take a look at the chat, what you're all saying. Do I read the Telegraph? No. That's a British newspaper, isn't it? I don't really see much reason to read that when I'm living here. How is McDonald's in Japan? Same as everywhere. Cheap junk food. If anything, maybe the burgers look a little bit more like they do on the pictures here in Japan, because Japanese customers are pretty picky and demanding and would complain. Has Mini played the Steam Deck yet? No, I'm reluctant to let her play video games. She would probably get totally hooked. It's bad enough that she already knows how YouTube works and how she can switch episode when she's watching her favorite children's program. No, I try to be a bit mindful about those things, and I don't want her to, you know, get too hooked to either sweets or technology, which is more or less an impossible task, I know, but at least I can keep her away from it as long as possible. So we got her some Duplo blocks the other day, and she loved those. That's a much better toy than Steam Deck, I think. So she she built like a little house yesterday, and then she put like a character in there, and then she said, "Onna toire." So basically, the girl is on the toilet. That was very funny. Yeah, see a lot of kids who are glued to iPads and iPhones. It's very sad. Yeah, I think so too. So I try to avoid that. What was that guy was wearing some funky stuff. Anyway, bagel almost consumed. Let's go. Gosh, okay. Thanks for your patience. Let's continue. Also, not too many viewers left me this time. Thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Quite common to see, like in the last 10-20 years maybe, they've been building a lot of high-rise towers next to random stations, even in the outskirts of Tokyo and outskirts of big cities. You see it quite often these days. I guess a lot of people really want to live close to the station. If we can walk down this way. We can. It's amazing today. Yeah, it's nice light. Nice light for a stream. Maybe not so nice for a photo shoot. It's pretty harsh, but it looks good in the camera right now. I agree. Interesting style of these balconies on this building. So what's the next stop on the Chuo line? Is it Kunitachi? I think so. Yeah, Kunitachi, right? which is between Tachikawa and Kokubunji. That name Kunitachi is kind of like a word play, or like a kanji play, which I'm not even gonna bother trying to explain. Oh, cute little dango shop here. And not so cute little traffic jam. The Japanese art of parking never cease to amaze. In Japan it's basically okay to stop anywhere as long as you switch on the hazard lights. Then your people seem to think that they are allowed to park anywhere. I wish those things were a bit stricter actually. Especially when riding a bike, because we have those kind of semi-bike lanes on some of the roads, but it's like every 100 meters there's a stupid parked car that you have to avoid. What's this? Sauce Up. Hotel Trimming Cafe. Okay, a dog grooming place, I guess. Ah, Nishikokubunji comes first. Then it's Kunitachi. And then Tachikawa. Close to a station in Australia means 15 to 12 minutes walk distance to a station. That in Japan is considered very far from the station. If you're okay with living 15 to 20 minutes walk from the station, then you can rent a place for very cheap in Japan. Because most people don't want to walk that far. So that has a pretty big impact on the price. Let me check the map again, because I'm not really sure where to walk. Yeah, looks like I should actually head this way. Parking in a bike lane should be as illegal. Yeah, well, the thing is, there's hardly any proper bike lanes in Tokyo. It's more like blue arrows painted on a street like this in most cases. But still, yeah, it is really annoying. Okay, Nishikokubunji station, 1.3 kilometers to the west. Let's go. How is taxation in Japan? What can I say? I come from Sweden, a land which most people seem to associate with very high taxes. But I actually think it's about the same here in Japan. The only difference is how it's presented. Like in Japan, everything is separated. So you pay your national tax, you pay your residential tax, you pay your health insurance, you pay your pension. All those things are separated. Whereas in Sweden, it's all being paid at once if you're a salaried employee. And in Sweden, those things add up to about 25%. And it's about the same. Depends on how much you earn, of course. If you earn a lot, then I think it's actually maybe even more expensive in Japan. I'm not sure though. But yeah, it's not terribly different. However, I feel that what we get for the money is quite different. Like in Sweden, for example, all the education is free. Kindergarten, nursery costs very little. Pay 4 times as much for kindergarten here in Japan as I would have done if we lived in Sweden, for example. So yeah. Also pensions in Sweden are much higher than in Japan. But being a self-employed person in Japan is much nicer than being a self-employed person in Sweden. And I'm self-employed. So I think as a self-employed person here in Japan, you get quite a lot of nice tax benefits. And also the rules are not too strict when it comes to like what deductions you can make and what you can claim as a business expense. In Sweden, those things are very, very tightly regulated. So yeah. When did your taxes, what prefecture did you give money to get a free gift? Last year I gave some money to Shizuoka prefecture and I got a stay at a hotel. Yet I should. I think the coupon I got is valid until the end of this year, so I should go there. It's in a very nice little town called Izu Peninsula. I've been there before. It's popular because they have this cherry blossom trees which bloom very early in the year. So they have a very nice cherry blossom festival like in March, I think. I went there a couple of years ago. Back in an area that feels more like countryside again. How nice. I wonder what line this is, by the way. I saw a cute little yellow train passing here. What is this line? Seibu line. G-Man AG, thank you. Hope you and the family are doing well. Yes, thank you. We are doing well. Thank you. Hope you are doing well too. Nishikokubunji line. That's probably the name of the line. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've never used that line. Maybe that should be my next train line walk. Some random super local little train line like that. Also, I saw on the map that this place behind me, it's not open to the public, but that's the headwaters for the Nogawa or No River, which is the river that runs all the way down to Tamagawa. I've done many walks along that line or along that river before. Nice, this house with a overgrown car and a surfboard, vending machine. Quite interesting. So yeah, I guess I could technically follow that river all the way from here to home. That would be a good walk. Probably too far to do in one go though. Mr. Miyazaki, Jari, come on, you know that Jenny is very strict, so you better follow her rules or you might get in trouble. think I'll need 2 more episodes after this to finish the entire walk to Takao. Last time I did walk 1 more stop after Tachikawa, so I walked to a station called Hino, or a place called Hino, and from Hino then I continued all the way to Takao. But I remember that was a borderline too far, and I think today I will not make it all the way to Hino, but just to Tachikawa. So I probably have to divide the remaining part then into two episodes. Nice pastel colors over here. I'm sure you can hear that we are very close to the train tracks. Tachikawa is good, it has an IKEA. Yeah, it does. We actually bought quite a lot of our furniture there when we moved into our current place. Although there's one IKEA in Yokohama as well, which is like, our place is really, yeah, both places are about the same. Yokohama IKEA is probably closer, but it's easier if you use public transportation, it's easier to get to Tachikawa. Oh, I think I remember this place. I think I visited this little park here on my last Chuo line walk as well. Not 100% sure though. Let me take a look at the map. Also, I do need to visit a toilet sometime relatively soon. It would be nice if I could find a public restroom. Doesn't look like there's one around here though. Let's see. Very nice little park though. Shadow reveal and lots of information in Japanese. And this must be like an old, wait, where are we? Yeah, this must be like the old routes around this region. I'm sure someone in the chat can explain what that was. Maybe Yamaguchi-san. Feels like something he could explain very well. Koi Hakken. It would be fun to have a tiny train line series. Yeah, I agree. I love those short lines. I've done quite a few of them already, but I'm sure there's plenty of more. By the way, did you guys see that I made a train line walk playlist on my channel? So now you can easily find all my train walks rather than having to scroll through all my videos. So that should be nice to some of you. Hopefully it will make you a little bit happy. When in doubt about bathrooms, perhaps use a bush. If this was Sweden, I wouldn't mind, but around here I would absolutely not feel comfortable to use a bush for that kind of purpose. Not here. koi or koi. Good wordplay there, Yamaguchi-san. Unfortunately, I didn't see any romance in that little pond. It was pretty unromantic. So many houses around, yeah. Indeed. Even the outskirts of Tokyo can be quite dense. Ooh. So, still a little bit lost here, and it feels like the streets around here are kind of streets where you could easily get lost or bump into a dead end, which I know that many of you enjoy. However, I want to reach the goal. I want to make it to Tachikawa, ideally before my bladder explodes. Wow, that's a cute little shrine with those steps up here, and then a nice little tori. Hope to do another update to the wallpaper gallery soon. See that many of you are enjoying those photos. I get a notification every time someone downloads a photo, and I see that, yeah, it looks like many of you are enjoying the wallpaper gallery, so I will do my best to continue to support it this time and update it with more and more photos. I really want to find a place to throw away this coffee cup. I wonder if I should cross the train tracks here. Maybe not yet. There's a 7-Eleven down there. Oh, I see a freight train passing. Can't see it here though. It's petrol or LNG or something. Nishikokubunji. So, second station we're passing for today. And I've been walking for an hour and maybe slightly less than halfway, but we're not too far off. That's good. So, looks like I should pass through the station here. That's a massive bike parking. Nice mosaic tiles on the roof here. Got the bathroom in the station. I think usually it's inside the gates though, which is not really super convenient. Almost got hit in the head by a daikon. So Nishikokubunji station. Here's a little map. So apparently this is actually west. So we are heading this direction. Came from down here. There was actually a big park, Musashikokubunji Park. Anyway, let's continue. Our walk towards Tachikawa, and also let's continue our chase for 300 viewers. And make that face reveal happen, but for some reason I'm slightly skeptical. Nice facades here too. Cones without the base. Oh no, poor cones. Boring concrete bridge. Bring the reveal threshold down to please viewers. I don't know. I'm a bit reluctant to doing that, but who knows? Thank you, I can. I bet you didn't think that was something you'd say today. You almost got hit in the head with a daikon. Yeah. It would have been even nicer if I got like knocked unconscious by that daikon yielding woman. Oh, what happened? Did we have technical issue? Looks like we lost over 100 viewers. Done then. Let's see, maybe from this bridge we might have an interesting view. Yari, your picture went black. Yeah, looks like something happened because suddenly we lost 100 viewers for no obvious reason. Are heading this way to the west. Can't see any interesting landmarks though. Over here we can at least see those high rises next to Kokubunji station. Have I ever seen the yellow Shinkansen? Ah, I have. Yeah, I have. That's the train they use for like training the drivers, right? Shinkansen drivers. Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen it. I've seen it in central Tokyo, I think. Not very often though. Like maybe just once. Track examination and maintenance as well. Ah, I see. I see. Does the bright sun give me a headache? No? No, can't say it does. There was a short lag and now the live stream is mono. Really? Is everybody else having that same problem as well? That sounds very strange. And very unfortunate. No one likes mono. Or maybe someone does, I don't know. I don't. So I've been walking for an hour and 20 minutes. We have 58% battery left. And we are somewhere between Nishikokubunji and Kunitachi. Reveal on purpose, yes. I do those pretty often. My regular viewers know that. Brittany, welcome. Thanks for joining. Ooh, now we can actually see a little bit of a view here. When I walked with Lemmy the other day, it was very hazy, so we couldn't make out much of the mountains. But today it's a little bit clear. Let's see. I don't know if you can see, but yeah, we can see some of the mountains. Yeah, over here. Can walk all the way to Ome today. Oh, that would be nice. I've actually never been to Ome. I would love to walk there, but it's very far. Taki. I've heard home electric bill charge 50% more than previous in Sweden. Yeah, it depends on where in the country you live, but especially in the south of the country, electricity prices have gone up a lot. Probably more than 50% to some people. Tennis arimasu. There is tennis. Sounds kind of weird when you say it like that. Yeah, Courtney, you missed me eat the bacon aspara bagel. It was good. It was good. I needed that little snack because it's already, actually now it's like my normal lunchtime, but it'll probably be at least another hour until I can have lunch, since I'm hoping to walk to Tachikawa. In Australia, same, yeah. In Japan, it's not that much more expensive yet, but I think that's just because the government is really subsidizing those things, which is good for us, I guess, but maybe not very sustainable in the long term for the state finances. Yeah, that's right. Southern Sweden is supposed to get government subsidized as well for the high bill. That's right. That's right. I can't believe that I'm walking the entire Chuo line for the second time. That mirror didn't have. Does it all look the same? Yeah, I can't say that I notice any major differences compared to my last walk. No, nothing that stands out. I don't think it has changed that much in the last 18 months or whatever it is since my last time to do this. Yeah, signal is surprisingly weak around here. That's a little bit unfortunate. I'm only getting like a quarter of the maximum bit rate, so even though I'm very close to some cell towers here, maybe none of these belongs to Raktanda. But should be some capacity in those cables for my stream. Suddenly everything became super quiet. And the last Chuo line walk, did I use Rakuten? I was actually just thinking about that, and I don't really remember. I think I did, but it could also have been back in the days when I was using Docomo. I'm honestly not sure. Around me. I really feel like I need to take off my sweater actually. I am pretty warm. Let's do a stream. Didn't expect to be wearing t-shirt only in the middle of summer, or in the middle of November. Sorry, in the middle of summer I usually expect to wear t-shirt. Ah, much better. Let's go. Let's go, let's go. Courtney, oh, you're planning to come for 3 months. Yay, do it. Accommodation is always a bit tricky. There's a company that I've rented through a couple of times, actually, when I was new to Tokyo. They're still around. They're called Fontana, and they are very, from my experience, they're very easy to deal with. You can kind of decide a place and move in the same day. You don't have to pay a lot of fees. However, most of their apartments are pretty old and their rents are a bit on the expensive side. But yeah, if you want your own place, that might be an option. Otherwise, yeah, I don't know. Oh, I think another mirror reveal is coming up. I mean, there's Airbnb, of course, but Airbnb tend to get quite expensive for like long-term stays in many cases. You also have like guest houses and share houses, of course, but I guess that's maybe not of interest to you. Yeah, I don't know. It's not easy. Of course I'm waving to you. Of course. I'm greeting my viewers. We are just about to reach Kunitachi station. Yay! And once we do, Google is actually telling me to head to the other side of the train tracks. Very hilly here, and the streets are kind of a bit confusing. long this walk will end. My plan is to walk to Tachikawa, which is not the next stop, but the stop after. Looking at the map though, it looks like the distance between those stations is quite long. So I think we're still like maybe 45 minutes away or something like that. Bathroom, bladder break. Yeah, I don't know, it's maybe I've been sweating so much. Now it doesn't feel so bad. I think I can last a bit longer. Sounds like I should branch out into the visitor accommodation business. Yeah, actually I'm kind of tempted to do that. I really want to buy a little house somewhere, like in the countryside, to use for myself as a summer house. But if I did that, then of course I would also like to rent out the place when I'm not there. That's actually one idea that I keep having in the back of my head. And judging from how many people asking me about accommodation, yeah, it seems like maybe it could be a viable business. However, that wouldn't be in central Tokyo though. If I were to buy something, it would be more like somewhere in the countryside within 90 minutes from Tokyo maybe. But somewhere green and nice. Ideally near the sea or up in the mountains somewhere. Think about, I trust your judgment and would love to stay at a place. Yeah, I mean, I'm also really tempted to get like a small apartment or somewhere around Asakusa, because I like that part of town a lot and I do a lot of photo shoots in Asakusa and it's very far from where I live. So it would be kind of convenient to have a place for like overnight purposes, and that could of course also be rented out. And I think Asakusa would be pretty popular, pretty easy to rent out to visitors. Who knows what the future has in hold? Somewhere around Shizuoka, yeah, that's kind of where I'm thinking. Izu Peninsula is very nice and prices there are pretty cheap. And you have great ocean views, you have beaches. It's a nice area. I would love to have a summer house there. So I guess I should head to the opposite side of the train tracks now. I guess that's the station over there though. Wait, it looks like, not sure, I don't remember if I ever saw the station square here. Looks like it could be a bit interesting. Here you can get a haircut for 1,200 yen, less than $10 US. Tokyo is so expensive. Renting it out would make it awkward for using it for overnight for photo work. Why is that? I mean, I wouldn't rent it out like long term. I would rent it out like for a few nights or maybe a week or something like that. I wouldn't have it like someone living there permanently. Then, yeah, then it would be a bit difficult. Then I can't really use it myself. This is quite a nice little station area. Feels a little bit unusual somehow until you see this big Kunitachi station building. Then it looks like any other Japanese station. But this little building changes the vibe quite a bit. And I like that there's a lot of trees. Special district for education. Oh. Didn't know that. What's this? Oh, here's some piano music. Oh, there's a boy. Old person playing piano. Didn't really feel like it was all right for me to just go in there with my camera though. So yeah, Kunitachi. That's an interesting Starbucks sign. Starbucks in sign language. Haven't seen that before. I think maybe I should take a little break again sometime soon. Because from here the walk to Tachikawa is not insignificant. Let me check the map. Tachikawa station, 38 minutes. 3 more kilometers. Okay, it's not too bad. Not too bad. I can do that. You could combine the photo shoot and the stay for some guests. I would love that. Yeah, Brad, that's not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea. Yeah, I can see a lot of ways to use a space like that. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see if it ever happens. Now we're next to one of these boring concrete pylon bridges again. I don't like that. Let's see if we can find an more interesting way to get to Tachikawa. Oh no, you hurt your back, Courtney. That's not good. Get well soon. On Tachikawa you can go home by number line. Exactly. That is indeed what I'm planning to do. That is what I'm planning to do. I remember correctly, there was some kind of nice neighborhoods down here. Didn't I find a coffee shop last time? Somewhere around here. I think I did. Wonder if there will be apartments under this one. I think apartments under train tracks is kind of unusual. I don't see it very often. I don't think it's very popular. Oh, is this? No, it's not this place. But yeah, I do remember that these streets around here was very nice. Very much this local neighborhood feeling that I enjoy so much. There's a little bakery. And here's a little vegetable shop. And here's a little shop selling jam. Kiwi jam with honey. Sounds good. This place looks like a good candidate for the very exciting game of hair salon or cafe. Because in Japan you often see hair salons that look like they are nice cafes and vice versa. I don't care about cars, but I like this one. That car looked like it could be in the game Outrun, which is probably why I liked it. Am I late? I've been walking for 1 hour and 46 minutes. So I guess that means that you're a bit late. But better late than never. Better late than not showing up at all. I don't know. Yeah, we saw those houses. But that's, yeah, I think that was the first time I saw something like that actually. It's not very common as far as I know. Interesting address. Naka. Usually addresses and place names have more than one kanji. Kind of rare to just see. Here's also a coffee shop. This house is nice. Oh, Matsumoto train. Unicorn bakery. Wow, I like this. Is it open? Ah, closed. That's too bad. Very nice storefront. Very nice storefront. Yeah, I think this neighborhood was one of the big surprises from last time I did this walk. Like, I've never really heard anything about Kunitachi, and then suddenly, like, I stumble across this street and I see so many nice shops, and it feels like a lot of them are run by relatively young people. It's a very nice area. Here's Cafe Circus. This street actually looks very much like the, or not very much, but it reminds me a little bit of the Shotengai in Tamagawa, the old one. Ah, Mina Comet. First time to comment. I was born in Tachikawa. Oh, nice. I guess you don't live there anymore then. Maybe it will be nice for you to see Tachikawa in today's stream. Yeah, Courtney, you really love Copenhagen. It is a very nice city. I have to agree with that. I like Copenhagen more than Stockholm. If we're supposed to compete or like compare Scandinavian cities with each other. $280 people. Would be nice if we could at least get about 300. I'm a little bit surprised. Not so many people seem to watch this stream. Maybe Fridays are not a good day. Or maybe you don't like the Chuo line anymore. Maybe you don't like me anymore. Who knows what it is? Could be many things. And here it's a pretty sad little park. Not so sad. At least it has trees with some sort of citrus fruit growing on them. Vidya Santoso, TE bookings page on FAQ or about page. No, it's only available to my Patreon supporters so far. Thank you, Yari. Good to hear that you like me still. It would be quite unlikely that Yari suddenly said, I hate you, T. I will unsubscribe from your channel. You suck. That's one of the least likely things to happen in the chat sometime soon, in my opinion. Another park over here, maybe? Let's see. Yeah, playground, nonetheless. And looks like a pretty nice one. Looks like a pretty nice playground, this. No. And of course, there's the Chuo line over there, so we are still clearly on the right track. Can you think of any reason how that can happen? No, I can't. I can't. I don't know, maybe if I started spreading lots of questionable political propaganda or something like that, that would be able to maybe offend a fellow Nordic friend. But other than that, yeah, I find it pretty unlikely. So many reflection reveals today. If Ray was watching, I would have asked him to count the number of reflection reveals. Oh my god, I can't even speak properly. There's a school. Thank you, Justin, for the kind words. I'm always happy to hear from people who find my streams like some sort of help or aid or just a way to relax. All of those things makes me very happy. Yeah, I'm no fan of shorts either. I actually sometimes get asked to participate in various surveys by YouTube, and I did one today on the train this morning on my way to the starting point of today's stream. And one of the questions, or a couple of the questions, were about shorts and how I felt about them. And I gave it the lowest possible rating because I don't know, I think it's just very confusing. Like, shorts doesn't belong on YouTube in my opinion. If you want that kind of content, then there's already a bunch of better suited services for that. I know that I experimented and tried it out a couple of times before the shorts, and who knows, I might do it again at some point, but as it is right now, it just feels very poorly integrated into the rest of the YouTube user experience. Vidya, yeah, if you want to have the link to my booking page or check it out, just send me a message either on Twitter or on Instagram or an email, and I'll let you know. Because I guess you're not on Patreon. If you are, you would already have seen the link, I think. The only shorts T likes are pink. Indeed, Brad. That's very true. Trying to follow along on Google Earth. Yeah, it's I'm somewhere next to the, maybe if you type in Kunitachi Western Post Office, you might find this post office. Kunitachi Nishi Jubinkyoku. And it shouldn't be too difficult. I'm basically just walking one block away from the train tracks all the time. Now, actually, ooh, okay, let me do a little detour. Google Maps just told me that I'm actually very close to a game center or arcade that I've been like curious about for a very long time. Retro game arcade. Not exactly what you would expect to find around here, right? But yeah, let's go there and check it out. Curtin, you're very obsessed with Copenhagen. I mean, it's a nice city, but I don't know if I've even been to Copenhagen 12 times. And I've basically been living next door to Copenhagen for a big chunk of my life. There are even some arcade games in Japan that predate video games. Yeah, that is true. Like Smart Ball and whatever they're called. Is it here? No, not here. A little bit further down. Super quiet old residential neighborhoods here. Wow, you spent a lot on a new PC, Jenny. For gaming? Oh, here's a big supermarket. I guess it must have a pretty beefy graphics card if you paid that much, no? Ah, look! This sign says Tachikawa City, Tachikawa. That means that I've technically reached today's goal. Although the goal is the station, not this sign. Battery 37%. We just passed 2 hours of streaming, so some easy maths tells me that we should have about another hour worth of battery life left. Decent NVIDIA GPU card. I see. Which one did you go for? Is there still like a graphics card shortage? Or is it easy to find graphics cards now? I've heard some news that finally the prices are back to normal. Really doesn't feel like the kind of place where you would bump into a retro arcade. But I mean, I've said this countless times before. That's one of the exciting things about doing this and doing these walks, is that you never know what you will stumble across, and Sometimes you find the most interesting places in the most unexpected locations. Oh, is it maybe here? Wait, is it? I guess so, but is it here? Wow. It looks like most of the games are not on. Wow. What a little game in paradise. But why are all these games off? There's a music game section which seems to be switched on. Yeah, here the games are on. At least some of them. Most of the games are not switched on. And these are new games. I would be more interested in these, but they're obviously not on. That's too bad. Oh well. Maybe they would have switched them on if I asked them, but yeah. Very random to come across an arcade in a place like this. But I guess we're getting pretty close to Tachikawa station, so maybe it's not that weird after all. Did not see any retro game. Well, I think those machines near the entrance, like those kind of cabinets are only for older games. Yeah, they were all switched off, so. I was expecting some Golden Axe and Final Fight. Yeah, those kind of games. I wouldn't be surprised if that's the kind of games that they would have had in those vintage machines. But maybe it's because of the high electricity prices. Maybe they don't switch them on. Maybe they're not popular. I don't know. '90s to 2000 Yamaha cabinets. Yeah, that's pretty much classified as retro today. At least that's what I usually mean when I talk about retro games. Games from the 80s and 90s. Streets of Rage. As far as I know, there's no arcade version of Streets of Rage. Streets of Rage is just for home console, so you wouldn't find that in an arcade. It's a great game though. I love Streets of Rage, especially Streets of Rage 2. 3 is good too, but 2 is probably my favorite in the series. 4 was a bit of a disappointment. it's already retro. It only feels like it's been 15 years since then. Well, we're old. 30 years ago was the 90s. Not 15 years ago. Play Mario Bros. Not really, haven't played that one in a very long time, or any Mario game. I think the last Mario game I played was Super Mario Galaxy on the Wii was the last Mario game I played. But I was never a big fan of the old Mario Bros. That game was extremely basic. Altered Beast, yeah. Rise from your grave. It's an interesting game. Not a very good one if you ask me, but it certainly has its charm. Especially all those amazing samples that appear from time to time in that game. Number line, that's the one I can take to go home after today's walk. Oh, another train is coming. Oh, 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 oh. Have to dash there. Getting closer to Tachikawa station. I need to head up this way actually, because I'm on this street is not going to the station, so I probably need to head a bit this direction. Let me see, I'm a bit distracted right now. Yeah, but this should be kind of the right way. Or no, not really. Kind of. This is indeed a quiet area of Tachikawa, yeah. But we're not far from the station. The station is pretty busy. It's a very major station actually, Tachikawa. It doesn't feel like far out in the Tokyo suburbs. It feels more like you're in the city center. T, have you walked the Tokyo Setagaya line? I have. Should be in the train line videos playlist on my channel. But if not, I forgot to add that one. I think I've even walked it twice. Once at night and once in the daytime, if I remember correctly. It's a very nice train line, a very nice walk, and very suitable for one, like you can cover it all in one stream easily. Garbage truck. Hours and 15 minutes walked, 30% battery left, and I'm pretty sure that the big building we see over there, that's next to the station. 10,000 viewers might be possible during Christmas. Yeah, let's hope so. Let's hope we can get it. Tachikawa, feel nostalgic. Yeah, must have been a pretty nice place to grow up, and I can especially imagine, like, I don't know, 30-40 years ago it must have been very nice around here. Now it's very urbanized, but back then I guess it had more of a small town feel to it. Ooh, I see something interesting. What is this? I don't think I passed here last time I came to Tachikawa. What is this? Very wild. Is it a slide? If this is a slide, I think I need to ride it. I think it might be a slide actually. It is a slide. What's on this other side? It's a much wider slide. Okay, I have to ride this one. That was pretty fast. Good slide. Good slide. It's been a while since I did a slide on rode a slide on a stream, hasn't it? Pretty cool, yeah. Maybe this will be the thumbnail. Who knows? Let me check the map. 10 out of 10. Thank you. Wow, so many 10 out of 10s. Nice. Thank you. For my graceful slide ride. Yeah, wonderful. So, let's see. You nailed the landing. Yeah, I think I did. It was, I don't know, I was risking my life there for you, my dear viewers. And I don't even get a single super chat for it. What's that? What's wrong with today's people? I ride a slide, I walk through our love hotel district, and no super chats. And I remember this building too. It says Capsule Hotel on the top. Oh, dead end. For the bar lounge and the number line train. This area must be nice at night. Lots of bars here. There's a little fancy looking wine bar. Or not so fancy looking. More like inviting. Did you take a hydration break recently? I did not, no. Haven't had anything to drink except a cup of coffee, but I actually have this bottle of kind of like Pocari Sweat, which I should take a sip of, I guess. I'm a little bit thirsty, but I also need to go to the bathroom, so it's kind of like a little bit difficult. Okay, now I drank a lot. Hydrated. If I remember correctly, didn't I stop for a burger break here last time I walked the Chuo line? I think I did a review of Freshness Burger. I think that might have been here. Not sure though. I'm a little bit unfamiliar. It looked like skull, but it was not skull, Mr. Miyazaki. This is something else. Body maintenance. A weird drink. It's basically tastes the same as Pocari Sweat, but it's like 30 yen more expensive for some reason. he would win a power walking championship. I don't know. I don't know. I honestly feel that my stamina used to be better like a year, 2 years ago. Maybe it's still all the junk I ate when I was in Sweden. Or maybe it's just the inevitable fact of that I'm aging. I don't know. But now I feel like doing a walk like this is very, well, not very exhausting, but like way more tiring than it used to be. And I mean, I've done several 4-hour streams, right? Now it's just 2.5 hours. Jenny, thank you. Yes, you did indeed give me a super chat. You always give me super chats, so whenever I say something snarky about super chats, then it's never aimed at you, because you're probably the most generous super chatter in among my viewers. It's a good workout, yeah, it is. And hey, here we are, Tachikawa station. So let's head to the other side of the station. Oh wait, maybe not here, maybe this way. I always enjoy seeing the Tama monorail when I'm here. It's one of those kind of retro futuristic train lines here in Tokyo, which I kind of like. Thank you, Brandon. Tiny Waffle Fund. Thank you, thank you. Do you have 11/11 promotion discounts in Japan today? I don't know. I think that's more of a China thing. I'm not sure if it's something that Japan also does, to be honest. I don't think so. We can definitely see the mountains relatively clearly over at the distance. I wonder if we can even catch a glimpse of Fuji-san from here. Maybe not, maybe it's further south. I'm sure those living in this monster of a apartment building must have a beautiful view. Tama River is nearby, and then the mountains are near. You can definitely see Fuji-san as well. That must be very nice. Tachikawa station is big enough for 2 monorail stops. Yeah, that's right. There's Tachikawa Kita and Tachikawa Minami. So one of them is over there, the other one was just over there. It's a pretty big station, indeed. That's a hotel. Oh, really? Oh, pretty big hotel. Didn't know. All of it? Really? It doesn't look like a hotel to me, but yeah, maybe. Helicopter. Lots of things to see here. How's the supercar fund going? Yeah, not good. Not good. Unfortunately, the super chats are few and far between, so it's definitely gonna take me some time before we can get that supercar. Maybe another 2 or 3 lifetimes and we might get there. But yeah, I will wave goodbye to you here in front of the station, go to the bathroom, have lunch, head home. Then maybe next time I come here to continue the walk, maybe I can do a little visit to Chuo that time instead. But I don't think I have time for that now. Yeah, even though it's quite far from the center of Tokyo, it's very developed. Indeed, that's what I also always feel about Tachikawa. It feels, I don't know, it feels almost like you're in a different Japanese city, and this is like the main station, like Okayama or, I don't know, Sendai or something. It feels like this could be like the main station in some city like that. Anyway, I think that will be it for today. I'm just gonna show you this little street here. It's a good place to wave goodbye, I think. Thank you so much for joining. Hope you enjoyed today's stream. And I'll be back soon. There will be at least one stream during the weekend. Not sure exactly when. Quite likely that will be an evening stream. It most likely won't be the continuation of this series. That will probably happen later, maybe next week or something. But yeah, that'll be it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I shall see you soon again. Bye bye. Hej då. Auf Wiedersehen und mata ne. Tschüss.